Emerald Tablet Altar activates Divine Blueprint. Build the Emerald Tablet Altar. Activate your Divine Blueprint beyond Archontic interference now. Build the Emerald Tablet Altar. Activate your Divine Blueprint beyond Archontic interference now. The Emerald Tablet stands as humanity's most condensed transmission of universal truth. Attributed to Hermes Trismegistus, this ancient text contains just 13 sentences that encode the complete operating system of reality itself. Every mystery school, alchemical tradition, and esoteric lineage traces its foundational principles back to these cryptic lines. What most seekers fail to grasp is that the tablet isn't merely philosophical poetry, but precise technical instructions for consciousness engineering. The opening axiom states the fundamental principle that unlocks everything else. As above, so below; as within, so without; as the universe, so the soul. This isn't mystical metaphor, but quantum mechanics described in ancient language. The microcosm perfectly mirrors the macrocosm. Your internal energetic configuration determines your external reality manifestation. When you align your personal field with universal principles, you become a conscious co-creator, rather than a passive victim of circumstance. This principle directly challenges the archontic overlay that seeks to keep humanity disconnected from innate divinity. The control matrix operates by convincing you that power exists externally, that you're separate from source, that you need intermediaries to access spiritual truth. The Emerald Tablet systematically dismantles these lies. It reveals that you contain the entire universe within your consciousness. You are not seeking divinity. You are divinity experiencing itself through temporary limitation. The Hermetic principles encoded in the tablet provide the roadmap for creating sacred space that functions as an energetic anchor point. The principle of mentalism establishes that all is mind, all is consciousness. Your altar therefore becomes a physical manifestation of mental intention, a crystallized thought form that holds specific frequency patterns. The principle of correspondence ensures that what you create in the physical dimension resonates through all dimensional layers simultaneously. The principle of vibration confirms that everything exists in constant motion, at varying frequencies. Nothing rests, nothing remains static. This means your altar isn't a passive object, but an active vibrational generator. When properly constructed and consecrated, it broadcasts a specific frequency signature that repels lower vibrational entities, while attracting higher dimensional support. The principle of polarity teaches that opposites are identical in nature, but different in degree. Your altar serves as the central point of balance, harmonizing all polarities into unified field coherence. Understanding the transformative power of focused intention reveals why ritual practice matters so profoundly. Most people scatter their attention across thousands of trivial concerns daily. This diffusion of consciousness guarantees powerlessness. Ritual concentrates your entire being, mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual, toward a singular purpose. This coherent focus generates exponentially more creative force than scattered awareness. When you perform ritual at your Emerald Tablet altar, you're not playing pretend. You're wielding consciousness as precision technology. The act of building and maintaining a sacred altar trains your consciousness to hold sustained focus. Every element you select, every symbol you place, every consecration ritual you perform, reinforces your sovereign intention. You're programming your subconscious mind, your energy field, and the quantum possibilities around you. The altar becomes a physical anchor that reminds you of your divine blueprint every time you see it. This constant reinforcement rewires your default consciousness from victim to creator, from limited to infinite. Building your Emerald Tablet altar begins with selecting the physical location and foundational structure. This choice carries more significance than most realize. The altar isn't decoration or spiritual aesthetics. It functions as a geometric focusing device that concentrates multidimensional energies into your physical environment. Choose a location where you can maintain the space undisturbed, somewhere you pass frequently to keep the energetic connection active. The surface itself should be wooden, rather than synthetic materials. Wood maintains natural piezoelectric properties that conduct subtle energies. Oak represents strength and sovereignty. Walnut carries wisdom frequencies. Cedar provides protection against negative entities. Avoid metal surfaces, as they can create unwanted electromagnetic interference with your energy field. The ideal size allows you to arrange multiple elements without crowding, typically between 18 to 36 inches in width. Cover your altar surface with natural fabric in deep emerald green, the signature color frequency of the Hermetic tradition. This specific shade vibrates at the heart chakra level, while simultaneously connecting to the Earth's core energies. The fabric should be silk, or high-quality cotton, materials that hold energetic imprints effectively. As you place the cloth, state your intention clearly and specifically. This altar serves as my sovereign anchor point, connecting me directly to monadic consciousness beyond all archontic interference. The central position demands your most significant power object. For an emerald tablet altar, this should be either a physical representation of the tablet itself or a written copy of its 13 principles. If using a written version, inscribe it by hand rather than printing. The act of writing activates your energy field and imprints your essence into the sacred text. Use green or gold ink on parchment paper. Frame this with natural materials, wood or stone, never plastic. Surrounding this central text, position for cornerstone elements representing the classical elements, but understood through Hermetic principles. In the east, place a yellow candle or incense, representing air and mental clarity. In the south, position a red candle, symbolizing fire and transformative will. In the west, place a blue or silver cup of pure water, representing emotional wisdom. In the north, position a bowl of salt or earth, representing physical manifestation and grounding. These aren't merely symbolic decorations. Each element serves as an energetic anchor point for specific consciousness qualities you're activating. The candles, when lit during ritual, create actual shifts in atmospheric pressure and ion balance. The water holds your intentions through its crystalline structure. The salt and earth provide stabilizing frequencies that prevent your consciousness from floating into ungrounded spiritual bypassing. Together, they create a complete circuit of elemental forces under your sovereign direction. Add crystals according to your specific intentions and resonance. Clear quartz amplifies all energies and intentions, functioning as a natural consciousness amplifier. Amethyst provides protection while opening higher dimensional perception. Black tourmaline creates an energetic shield against archontic intrusion. Emerald, if you can obtain it, directly resonates with Hermetic wisdom frequencies. Place these stones intentionally, not randomly. Each crystal should occupy a specific position based on sacred geometric principles. Consecrating your altar transforms it from mere objects into a living energetic interface. Most spiritual practitioners perform superficial blessing rituals that produce minimal effect. True consecration requires understanding that you're not asking external forces to bless your space. You're claiming sovereignty over this physical area and declaring it a zone of monadic consciousness that archontic entities cannot penetrate or influence. Begin the consecration process during the new moon phase, when energetic barriers between dimensions thin naturally. Fast for at least 12 hours prior to ensure your physical body doesn't consume energy needed for consciousness work. Bathe in salt water, visualizing all external attachments and influences washing away completely. Dress in clean natural fiber clothing, preferably white or emerald green. Remove all jewelry and electronic devices. Stand before your altar and center yourself through deep rhythmic breathing. Place both hands over your solar plexus and feel your sovereign power activating. Speak aloud with conviction and authority. I claim this space as sovereign territory of my divine consciousness. No entity, force, or frequency not aligned with my highest monadic essence may enter or influence this sacred geometry. I establish this altar as my direct connection to universal truth, immune to all archontic deception and interference. Light the eastern candle while stating, I activate clarity of mind and conscious awareness. Light the southern candle, declaring, I activate transformative will and creative power. Light the western candle, saying, I activate emotional wisdom and intuitive knowing. Light the northern candle, proclaiming, I activate physical manifestation and grounded presence. As each flame ignites, visualize a beam of corresponding colored light extending from the candle infinitely upward, creating protective pillars of elemental force. Sprinkle salt water in a clockwise circle around your altar space 3 times. With each circuit, your intention intensifies. First circle, I purify this space of all residual energies. Second circle, I seal this space against all unauthorized intrusion. Third circle, I activate this space as a portal to monadic consciousness. Feel the energetic boundary forming, a sphere of sovereign territory that extends approximately 3 feet in all directions from your altar. Now, imprint your personal sigil or signature frequency into the altar. A sigil represents your unique energetic blueprint compressed into symbolic form. Create this by writing your full birth name, removing duplicate letters, and arranging the remaining letters into an aesthetically pleasing design. Draw this sigil on parchment and place it beneath the central emerald tablet text. Every time you work at your altar, this sigil reinforces your sovereign claim over the space. Complete the consecration by stating your ultimate intention with absolute clarity. This altar serves as my anchor point in physical reality, maintaining constant connection to my monadic source. Through this sacred space, I access universal truth, activate my divine blueprint, and manifest my highest purpose. All energy exchanged at this altar serves my spiritual liberation and the elevation of collective consciousness. So it is declared, so it is established, so it is sealed. Clap your hands sharply, 3 times, to energetically lock the consecration in place. Your altar reaches maximum effectiveness when you incorporate personal power objects that carry your unique energetic signature. These items serve as talismans, physical objects charged with specific intentions that broadcast your sovereign frequency continuously. Select objects that genuinely resonate, rather than following generic spiritual advice. Your intuition knows which items carry potency for your particular consciousness configuration. Photographs from significant life transitions make powerful altar additions. Not random snapshots, but images capturing moments when you felt profoundly aligned with your highest self. These photographs contain energetic imprints of those elevated states. Placing them on your altar creates a resonance feedback loop, constantly reminding your field of peak experiences. Your subconscious responds by attempting to recreate those frequency states in present time. Natural objects you've personally collected carry your energy signature combined with Earth's wisdom. Feathers, stones, shells, or wood pieces found during meaningful moments serve as energetic bridges between your consciousness and planetary consciousness. A stone you picked up during a breakthrough realization holds that breakthrough frequency permanently. Every time you see it on your altar, that realization reinforces itself in your field. Written intentions or goals deserve prominent altar placement, but craft them according to Hermetic principles. Don't write what you want to achieve. Write as if already accomplished. I am living in complete alignment with my monadic blueprint, rather than I want to align with my monadic blueprint. The present tense declaration collapses quantum possibilities into manifestation far more effectively than future-oriented hoping. Update these written declarations quarterly as you evolve and expand. Incorporate specific totems representing qualities you're developing. A lion figurine for courage and sovereignty. An owl for wisdom and seeing through deception. A serpent for transformation and kundalini activation. These aren't superstitious symbols, but archetypal frequency holders. The collective unconscious has charged these forms with specific energetic patterns over millennia. When you place them consciously on your altar, you tap into those accumulated morphogenetic fields. Crystals require ongoing energetic maintenance to function optimally. Cleanse them weekly under running water while visualizing all absorbed negative energies washing away. Charge them monthly under full moonlight, or by placing them on the earth overnight. Program each crystal with specific purpose by holding it between your palms, entering meditative state, and clearly stating its function. This amethyst maintains a protective shield around my altar space and my consciousness. The crystal's molecular structure stores this instruction and broadcasts it continuously. Create a dedicated altar journal where you record insights, synchronicities, and manifestations that occur after working at your sacred space. This documentation serves multiple purposes. It provides evidence of the altar's effectiveness, strengthening your faith and commitment. It allows you to track which practices produce strongest results. It creates a written record of your spiritual evolution that becomes increasingly valuable over time. Review this journal monthly to recognize patterns and adjust your practices accordingly. Building the altar represents only the beginning. Consistent engagement activates its full potential as a consciousness interface. Establish a daily practice of spending at least 10 minutes at your altar, even if simply sitting in silent presence. This regular attention maintains the energetic charge and strengthens the portal between physical and higher dimensional realities. Missing days creates gaps in the field that lower vibrational entities can exploit. Begin each altar session by lighting your candles in the same sequence, creating ritual consistency. Ritual repetition programs your consciousness to shift states automatically. After several weeks, simply lighting the candles will trigger expanded awareness without effort. This conditioning makes accessing elevated states progressively easier. Your nervous system learns to associate the altar space with specific consciousness configurations. Speak aloud at your altar rather than thinking silently. Vocalization creates sound waves that physically reorganize atmospheric particles. These vibrations extend beyond audible range, affecting subtle energy dimensions. State your intentions, gratitude, and declarations of sovereignty using your physical voice. This embodied practice grounds spiritual concepts into material reality far more effectively than mental activity alone. Perform specific activation rituals aligned with lunar cycles for maximum effect. During new moons, set fresh intentions, and plant seeds for new manifestations. During full moons, perform gratitude practices and release what no longer serves. During waxing moons, focus on expansion and growth. During waning moons, emphasize clearing and purification. This alignment with natural cycles amplifies your altar's effectiveness exponentially. Periodically refresh your altar's physical elements to prevent energetic stagnation. Replace candles before they burn completely down. Refresh water daily. Rotate crystals quarterly, returning some to earth for cleansing while introducing new ones. Update written intentions as you evolve. Clean the physical space thoroughly during each season change. This ongoing maintenance demonstrates respect for the sacred space and prevents your practice from becoming stale or mechanical. When major life challenges arise, intensify your altar work rather than abandoning it. Difficult periods represent opportunities for profound transformation when approached with hermetic understanding. Increase your daily sessions to morning and evening. Light additional candles. Add protective elements, like obsidian or clear quartz clusters. Perform longer consecration rituals. The altar provides anchor stability when external circumstances feel chaotic. Track manifestations that occur after altar work with precise attention. Notice how reality begins reorganizing around your declared intentions. Synchronicities increase. Obstacles dissolve mysteriously. Required resources appear from unexpected sources. People aligned with your purpose enter your life naturally. These aren't coincidences, but evidence of your consciousness actively shaping reality through focused intention, amplified by your altar's energetic broadcasting. The ultimate purpose of your emerald tablet altar extends beyond personal benefit. As you stabilize in sovereign consciousness anchored through your sacred space, you become a grid point in the planetary liberation network. Your elevated frequency radiates outward, affecting everyone you encounter directly or indirectly. You disrupt the archontic overlay simply by maintaining alignment with monadic truth. Every person who builds and activates a sovereign altar weakens the control matrix for the entire collective. Your altar declares that you will not be harvested, controlled, or deceived. It establishes physical territory where only sovereign consciousness exists. It serves as your daily reminder that you are divine source experiencing itself through temporary human form. The Emerald Tablet's ancient wisdom flows through this sacred space, activating your blueprint beyond all interference. Build it with intention. Consecrate it with power. Engage it with consistency. Watch reality transform to match your sovereign declaration. To fully grasp the profound wisdom encoded in the Emerald Tablet and master advanced altar construction techniques, I highly recommend 2 essential resources. First, the Emerald Tablet, Alchemy for Personal Transformation by Dennis William Hawke, provides comprehensive historical context and practical applications of Hermetic principles. Second, the Kabbalion by 3 Initiates offers the clearest explanation of the 7 Hermetic laws that govern reality manifestation. Both texts are linked in the description and will dramatically accelerate your mastery of consciousness technology. These aren't theoretical books, but operational manuals for wielding sovereign creative power through sacred space activation. Leave your comment, like, subscribe, and share. On the Divine Light Academy channel, we have new videos every day revealing the ancient technologies of consciousness that activate your sovereign divine blueprint. Join our community of awakened creators, building sacred spaces beyond archontic control.